This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Hang on until the end of this video to hear an exciting offer from the sponsor of today's video, Sheath. So the Judiciary hearing led by Jim Jordan, what a joke. Look, as an aside, when your leadership in the Republican Party, when your rock stars in the Republican Party are of the caliber or lack thereof of Jim Jordan, it's time to reevaluate what you got going on. No. They hauled, by gracious invitation, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the anti-vax racist, anti-Semite, before Congress, and gave him an opportunity to spread more misinformation on a global scale to lift up, to raise up, to boost his presidential campaign against Joe Biden. That's what this was. This was elevating someone, and it just gives more proof to the fact that Republicans are propping up his candidacy. And what should that tell you as a Democrat, if you're a Democrat out there watching? That if this guy you're giving a little credence to, like, oh, maybe he's making sense, maybe I should consider his candidacy. You're considering a candidacy just like the no labels deal. This is a dirty trick by Republicans to spoil a chance of a Democrat doing well in an election. That's what this is without a doubt. It's like a ghost candidate, putting someone on the ballot to dilute the vote. That's exactly what's happening. But chaos broke out when Democrats were pushing Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on his absolutely anti-Semitic statements, his absolutely racist assertions. And in the moment, I'm going to play a clip here from a member of Congress questioning him, where he's losing it. He's interrupting. He's not letting her have the time that is hers, while Jim Jordan does almost nothing to curtail the mess. And then I'm going to play a clip that just lays bare his lies and proves the things that are being asserted about him. First, here's Debbie Wasserman Schultz questioning or addressing Robert Kennedy Jr.
Mr. Kennedy, you're well educated. So yes or no, please. Are you aware that for centuries Jews have been scapegoated and blamed for causing illnesses like Black Plague and more recently COVID?
I am. Those are known as blood libel, and they are one of the worst and most disturbing parts of human history.
Good. I'm glad to know that, of course, that you acknowledge that. Of course, it's true and well documented that this pernicious form of anti-Semitism led to centuries of discrimination, even horrific pogroms and massacres, and it still fuels deadly violence today. Yet last week, you floated a baseless conspiracy theory that the coronavirus was bioengineered to target Caucasians and Black people, but to spare Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese people. Mr. Kennedy, your bizarre, unproven claim echoes that same historic slander of labeling Jews and Chinese people as a race, and that Jews, and in this case Chinese people, somehow managed to avoid a deadly illness that targets other groups for death. You do see that, yes or no?
You're misstating.
No. I quoted what you said earlier, and it is directly what you said. So just ask me yes or no.
I was describing an NIH-funded study.
No, you didn't cite any.
I was describing an NIH-funded study by Cleveland Clinic scientists.
Reclaiming my time. You did not reference reclaiming my time.
Published in USC Medical, which is one of...
The time is mine. I'm reclaiming it. Please ask the witness to stop talking.
You asked me a question.
Reclaiming.
Allow me to answer my question.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like about 10 seconds back.
The time belongs. You are slandering me incorrectly. You're saying it's dishonest.
Time belongs to the gentlelady from Florida.
Defend myself.
Mr. Chairman,
time belongs to the gentlelady from Florida.
I'd like 15 seconds back.
We will be happy to give you that.
Thank you so much. You did not cite any study like you are citing here now during that conversation. You referenced no study at all. You simply labeled Jews and Chinese people as a race, and you also said that somehow they managed to avoid a deadly illness that targets other groups for death. You don't see that? You're trying to rewrite history here.
That was arrogance on display. I'm quoting a study. You didn't reference a study. We know you didn't reference a study because we have the video evidence. For a guy who acts like he's got his finger on the pulse of technology and understanding all of these high-level concepts, he sure doesn't understand that video exists and audio exists, and we can replay what you said, Bobby. In fact, let's do it right now. Here is the tape. Here is the recording of him. See if you can determine when he says, well, there was a study done. There was an NIH-backed study of the Cleveland. None of that happens. Watch this.
And we need to talk about bioweapons. The level, I know a lot now about bioweapons because I've been doing a book on it for the past 2.5 years, and you know, the technology that we now have to develop these microbes, we've put hundreds of millions of dollars into ethnically targeted microbes. The Chinese have done the same thing. In fact, COVID-19, there's an argument that it is ethnically targeted. COVID-19 attacks certain races disproportionately. The races that are most immune to COVID-19 are because of the structure of the genetic structure, genetic differentials among different races of the receptors of the ACE2 receptor. COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese.
Lies. The same lies from the same man who claims he's not anti-vax, yet has dedicated his life to the proposition of sowing discontent, sowing doubt, sowing problems related to the distribution of the COVID vaccine to stop the spread of a deadly pandemic, one of which more than a million people in America died. Millions died globally. And he is spreading fear about a proven vaccine that has efficacy to slow the spread and to stave off severe illness where people have to be hospitalized, that overwhelm our hospitals. People die of the disease. We deserve better than Robert Kennedy Jr., the country as a whole, certainly the Democratic Party. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I would absolutely love to hear from you about this. Did you watch it? Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all of the social media. You can find me on Facebook. I'd love to see you there. Anyway, wow. I will see you next time. Be genuine, take care of one another, and hold on for a brief word from today's sponsor. I'm not sure where you live, but here in DC right now, the weather is an actual inferno. Walking out the door feels like you're stepping into a furnace. During these stifling months of summer, you have to do whatever you can to keep cool. One major defense against the unbearable heat, sheath underwear. The underwear that I actually wear every single day. Designed by a U.S. military member while in Iraq, talk about hot, Sheath Underwear's dual pouch system ensures your package won't stick to your leg and also allows air to circulate around your eagle by separating it from the old nest. Because of this technology, Sheath are recommended by multiple doctors and urologists and have over 20,000 five-star reviews. Tired of your berries sticking to your twig? Head to sheathunderwear.com/Dollemore to score 20% off right now. Sheath comes in tons of designs and patterns and will arrive at your doorstep nearly instantly thanks to blindingly fast shipping and amazing customer service. My current favorites are the Airflow Mesh series, as they seem especially equipped for the sauna that is Washington, D.C. Oh, and Sheath also supports multiple charities like Socks for Soldiers and Doctors Without Borders. So you're not just doing good for yourself, you're doing good for the world simply by protecting the family jewels. The future of underwear is right now. Go to sheathunderwear.com/Dollemore to score 20% off of the underwear that will change your life. The old D's and the B's will thank you.